BRB, I forgot something. Yo, what is up? I can't believe there are 3 entire blings in my chat. That's a lot of blings. Alright, chat. Let's get real serious. Let's get down to business. So, here is the situation. Today is the last day of the year that will be streaming Legend of Notch. So we either get a PB today, or I'm gonna have to live with the fact that my PB had a fire alarm in it that killed the sub 130 for another year. Let's get real serious. Honestly, Bling, I hope so too. Like, we found so many faster strats. Like, we found out there's this thing called a health potion since my last run. Like, chat, you know health potions exist, right? Alright, let's just go and hope for the best. That's all we can do. Please no soft locks today. Please no stupid mistakes. Please, none of that. Like, let's have a nice, clean, fair run. I don't even care if it PBs. Like, just a finished run. Yeah, Bling, remember, this is Legend of Notch. So, I'm not saying it's not gonna happen, but like, yeah. Yeah, to be honest, I'm hoping for it as well. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, that was a decent start. You know, just casually, a casual gold bar before the run has even fully properly started. Because, you know, that's normal. Okay, that is actually insane. What's up, Salia? Give me Berserker. I don't know why we have to tell Salia that we're a Berserker, but okay. Yeah, the way you pick your class in this game is you talk to a random girl in town. Not this one. Wow. Is that the sapling 2208? I think you're lying to me. I think you're not actually sapling 2208. The real sapling 2208 wouldn't say that. Yeah, I hope you're doing well. Like I said, this is the last day. Yeah, you said you're me, but you didn't say you're sapling 2208. So, like, anyway, nonsense aside, this is the last Legend of Notch stream that we'll be doing for a long time, regardless of how it goes. So I'm really hoping for a good run, to be honest. So that's one of the starts of all time. Wow, apparently I leveled up from that. Give me the taxes. Makes me wonder, how much tax do these people even owe? I should hop in VC. I mean, now it's too late. But otherwise, like, I might actually consider. Alright, I have 1 string out of 2. Nice lag spike there. I should have picked up the Frank quest for extra money. The worrying thing is I'm not seeing that many spiders, and we need at least 1 more. Ah, there you are. This is slow, but if it gets me to level 5, it's still worth it. Let's go. No string, though, which is very bad. Alright, we're gonna lose time to not getting string there. Level 5 is very good, though. It means I'm not gonna need to waste money on, like, a stone weapon. And no, the NPC drop table unfortunately does not contain strength. Thanks for the wooden axe, though. That's legitimately useful. You know what? While I'm here, you know, just casually vandalizing the town. You, I don't have enough money for yet. Alright, fine. This is actually a pretty good start. I need more string. At least 1 more. As a reminder, I can't start heading towards Aldor. Okay, now I can. First I have to head back to town to craft, though. Alright. Where are the crafting tables? I should know this. There's one right there. That works. Thanks for the iron ingot. Much appreciated. Bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. Thank you for the fishing rod. Thanks for good luck, sapling. I will need it. I will take it right now and redeem it for a completed run. I got a creeper bone there, which I think sells for a decent amount. Now, I know I am taking a slower path and killing more mobs than usual, but I do want to farm a little bit of money. Because I think this is more efficient than thieving. And the earlier I can get that iron weapon, the better. Yeah, in terms of money, we're doing great at this point. In terms of time, I don't know. As long as we can get our chat in with Aldor by like 10 minutes into the run, I think we're in good shape. I need that. Freaking messing around in my inventory. I need to know how many stairs I have though. Alright, I am gonna play things a little bit more risky than usual. This is gonna backfire for sure, but... What if I only got like 20 stairs? Alright, I'll get 21 just because they're next to each other. But that's it. This is risky. Normally I would get 25. Oh, Wisdom Wiz. Please drop a lot of money. Thank you. Also, being level 7 now is pretty good. This Aldor split's gonna be bad, but whatever. It is acceptable given the rest of the run. Welcome in Norapoli. Yeah, this is the most interesting part of the run, of course. Yeah, we need to punch this NPC all the way back to town, which takes like 5 minutes, but the alternative is you need to walk back to him like 10 times, literally 10 times during the run, so it's still faster to do this. Also, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, we're almost back. You can see that stone brick wall right there. That's actually the wall of the town. I see there's a wisp like right there and one right there. There we go. After this section, though, once we get Aldor back to the teleporter is where the run really starts. Yo, Nabster, thanks for raid with a party of 2. Hope your stream went well. Yeah, for those that don't know me, I'm Riley Tech. I stream all sorts of weird games, usually just Super Mario Flash, but today we're playing Legend of Notch. If you redeemed SNFIL right now, I would just refund your points. Thanks for good luck, Napster. I will need it. This game is very RNG heavy. So currently, we're in the process of punching this NPC all the way back to the nearest teleporter. And once we have done that, we will teleport to Ice Mountains and actually start the run. Can I sell anything for money right now? Oh, I can. Oh, I could sell a lot of stuff for money, actually. Alright, so you hang out over there. I'm gonna buy myself an iron helmet. I probably could have even bought like a titanium helmet. Alright, and we are going straight to Snow Village. Alright, so this is the part where the run actually starts. So here, we're gonna be asked to be completing 2 quests. Number 1 is we need to kill some lost souls. And then number 2 is we need to do like a mini boss. The Lost Souls fight is like the easiest fight of all time. You gotta get going. Alright, see you, Napster. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Yeah, that's literally the Lost Souls fight right there. And then the other thing is we need to go into a dungeon and fight a mini boss, which we're gonna do right now. And this mini-boss is actually not that hard, not gonna lie. So, if you get a death here, it loses a significant amount of time. But before we get there, normally, you're supposed to do some parkour. And normally, the game doesn't allow you to place or break any blocks. But it turns out that for whatever reason, the game just allows you to break wooden stairs, even though you're not supposed to be able to break blocks. So this is where the 21 wooden stairs that are currently in my inventory are gonna come in. Yep, so right here, normally you're supposed to parkour around, but it's faster to just do that. And we just skip the entire parkour section. Given that I suck at parkour, I love this strat. Alright, boss fight time. I'm gonna use my strong attack, which gives me like strength. Forget if it's 3 or 4 for like a couple seconds. And there we go. Alright, so the next thing we need to do is go back to Aldor, which normally, like I said, is in his stupid mage tower, which takes forever to get to. But there's an alternative, and that alternative is called dying, and we will just go all the way back to the teleporter where Aldor is. So super convenient. Respawn at city, bam. And we're already like practically on top of Aldor already. Yeah, right there. This was built in Minecraft 1.2.5, so yeah, it was a custom implementation of what we would now call adventure mode. I need a little bit more money, actually. That's not enough. Screw it. Nothing. Okay, great. I will buy myself 1 health potion. Because it turns out the health potions in this game are insanely OP, and we're about to fight a pretty hard boss, which, speaking of, I should up my health. There we go. Yikes, don't knock me off. Okay, we got that jump. We're almost to the top. Oh, you can use the orb there? Okay, that's way faster. I can't freaking see the boss. There we go. Yeah, this boss fight is quite challenging. Normally, you would take probably like 1 death here. But with the health potions, I really want to get this no death. Bam! We're 2 minutes ahead. Actually, insane run now. Insane run alert. I'm actually gonna eat something so I can sprint and do that. Alright. Now remember how I was talking about the fact that money is a problem? Yeah, normally you're supposed to have 115 money here because we need to reset the time to night. So in jungle, Aldor is gonna ask us to complete some quests, and one of these quests involves grinding mob RNG. So we need it to be nighttime. Got literally nothing I could sell. Great. Come on, give me something. I only need 14 coins. Alright, we're just gonna have to... Alright, so I'm setting it tonight. I'm gonna sell some of my meat, I think. Probably a bad decision, but I have to at this point. Alright, we have just enough. That's not gonna be a problem at all. Alright. Wait, no, I still have this. I forgot. Alright, so we are looking for 4 different types of poison and 3 turtle shells. And of course, there are no mobs here. But it turns out that's not a problem. Because you could just set it to peaceful and then back, and magically, the game spawns in more mobs. You're gonna send all power-ups world record? Good luck. Alright. So now, basically, this is like the first... There are 3 major RNG points in the run. The first one is what RNG you get before Aldor. 1 out of 4 poisons, by the way. The second is what RNG you get with mobs here. And then the third is Volcano. So if we get past this, this is a major, major hurdle cleared. Alright, we got 1 turtle shell out of 3. Actually, that is none of the mobs that I need. Alright, that's 2 out of 4 poisons, so we're only missing flour and, turtle poison. My weapon's about to break. And I have no money. Oh, the run's dead. Alright, 2 out of 3 turtle shells, but the run's dead. Yeah, this is the brutal thing about this run, is weapon durability is a serious problem. So now I have to go back to the city. Keep in mind, I'm losing time this whole time. I have to steal from citizens and hope that I get like a gold bar or something immediately. So effectively, I'm pretty sure the run is dead. How did you even get in here? You can't open doors in this version. I'm getting no luck here with the thieving. Ah, that's where everyone is. Seriously, this RNG sucks. RNG is such a big factor in this run. It's not even funny. Like, even though I now have significantly better strats, like thieving didn't exist at the time when I set this PB, and this PB lost 5 minutes because I literally had a fire alarm happen during the run, I'm still struggling to beat it. Like, this is ridiculous. Wait, I forgot I could do this. Hold on, I think I have an infinite money strat, which is faster. Wait, no, I'm wasting my money. No, they nerfed in this version. Oh, I just wasted a ton of money. I thought that sold for more than you bought it for, but not in this version of the mod, apparently. Yikes. The run is dead, by the way. Like, the run is ultra dead now. There's no way I could save this. Because I need 150 for a new weapon, and I need 100 to teleport. And we're wasting precious nighttime. So I'll probably want an extra 15 to set it tonight. Yeah, this is brutal. And I have no food either. Yeah, so the run's literally just dead, just like that, because my weapon broke and I wasn't ready for it. I could start selling armor if I'm that desperate. A cooked chicken. Well, at least I can run now. I'm starting to think thieving is actually suboptimal, and that if you want money, you should just farm mobs. I never thought I would say that sentence. Ah, finally, a gold bar. There we go. Now we're talking. Now I'm gonna have enough. No, wait, I might not have enough for the weapon and the teleport. I mean, let's see. Let's hope so, but I think the run's just dead. Alright, I still think the run is dead, but now I have enough money for this and for the teleport, but that's still not enough because I need more to set it back to nighttime. Oh, just enough. And I'm out of food again, dang it. Alright, please give me good RNG game. Alright, these are basically the exact mobs that I need, which is good. If all three of these mobs... I was gonna say, if all three of these mobs drop what we need, then we're in pretty good shape, but no. Alright, we just need the poison tortoise at this point. Also, I keep forgetting to do this, but I should keep the difficulty on easy. So that way it uses less weapon durability. Please drop it. Thank you! Alright, we're still not done with the RNG fest yet, though. And actually, maybe there's an opportunity where we can resave some time. And you'll see why in a second, but I want to get a little bit more experience first. Alright, so chat, one of the quests involves catching 5 fish. So, we're gonna be here for a while. Or maybe not. I mean, we'll see. It can be super quick, or you can just be waiting for hours and hours. Hope y'all are having a fantastic day. My day has been pretty good so far. This run is just not it, though. Like, this run is dead, basically. I know we're a minute and a half ahead, but we're not a minute and a half ahead anymore. I shouldn't have spent that then. That was a terrible decision. Because right now, we need to take an intentional death in a little bit to go back to Aldor. And the more health you have, obviously, the slower it is. I'm not going to have enough money for this. This is horrible. Because now I'm going to need money for health potions and I teleport back to here. And I'm still broke. This run is really expensive in terms of the amount of money. Like, the game just does not want you to do this. Which is why there's a category where you just use a cheat that gives you infinite money and it's like 10 times less RNG. Come on, fish. Come on, fish. What are you doing? This is just ridiculous. How long have I been waiting for? Right, very funny. Oh my gosh, that magical leaf sells for 100 coins. Alright, that's partially reversing my fortunes, but we still need a lot. Come on, fish, please. Just started off good, and now it's just... Jeez. And we're not yet in a version where rain affects the fishing. At least I don't think. I see that thing coming for me. Ha! You thought you were so smart? Didn't work out. Alright. So now, we need to help out 5 people in the village, which is the reason we need to complete these stupid quests to begin with. So you wanted 5 fish. Fine. Have your stupid fish. There you go. You wanted the 3 turtle shells. There you go. You want to know what the signs say. Thank you for not having a stupid quest. It is just shortest to longest. Oka doka Congo Timambo. And you wanted a fight? Alright, fine. There, done. And you are the best NPC of all. You wanted me to right-click you a couple of times. Done. Also, I should be on easy right now. And then the leader is like, yeah, by the way, this thing you asked us for, we don't have the ingredients for it. Give us like 4 different types of poison and then I'll make you the strong poison. So fine. There you go. There's your 4 different types of poisons. And now, thankfully, the dungeon in this area is not that hard. In fact, probably, arguably, the easiest dungeon in the entire game. Alright, I guess that snake just died. Rip snake. I have no food left, so we're just gonna have to walk it at like the slowest pace of all time. Never mind. This was a pretty slow way to travel, but my calculations are correct. Wow, okay, this was a horribly inefficient way to travel. I thought we would be a lot further south along the coast than we actually were there. And it's still night, which is good because we need to take an intentional death after this. That is a lot of mobs. Please don't kill me right now. I'm stuck in the web. There's literally nothing I could do other than... Alright, run by. I still don't have enough stamina to run. Thankfully, we're about to take an intentional death to reset our hunger, so... Yeah. So now normally you would drown to get out of here using these water columns, but thankfully we have mobs, so we can die a lot faster. Okay, there we go. We got more than one. Alright, there we go. So now this boss fight is actually brutal. Like, We're gonna need a lot to get through this. First, though, let's go pick up our orb from Aldor. And thankfully, Aldor does give us these water walking boots, which are equivalent to diamond. Oh my gosh! What? I'm sorry, chat. Who said money was a problem again? My weapon's at like half durability though, which is not good. What else do I want? Health potions. I mean, I knew it would sell for a lot, but I wasn't expecting it to sell for like 500. Food is actually good here. We will need food because this is quite a far run, and this is also a good time to use all of my attribute points because this boss is insanely difficult. Like, 2 deaths is good. 3 or 4 deaths is the standard, and with health potions, I'm gonna attempt it deathless. So I need all the luck I could get here. Thanks for good luck. I appreciate it. I will take it and I will redeem it for Deathless Water Mage. Here's the thing though, even if we do get Deathless Water Mage, we're still behind. Because of how bad that RNG was and because my weapon broke. Wait, I'm level 10. I could sell my old weapon for even more money. I don't know if it's quite enough to teleport to desert after this, but I think it might be. We just gotta walk it, chat. I don't have any food. I don't see any mobs that I can kill for food. So we're just gonna have to take the time loss. Literally nothing I can do. The RNG in this run is so brutal. It's ridiculous. Alright. We are almost there, though. Now, normally, you're supposed to fight the boss out on the open waters of the lake, but the boss deals, like, some ridiculous amount of knockback, so we're not going to do that. Here we go. Immediately head back down. Okay, that was actually a really good boss fight. Let's go. We're still 4 minutes behind, but 4 minutes is the amount of time that that fire alarm cost me. So, we'll see. Now we gotta drown to death because there's no mobs, so we're gonna lose even more time, but what can you do? Don't fall out of the water. I want to see if there are any mobs there. Nothing. Okay. We just have to wait. Alright. Right, you can't shift click your armor on in this version. Okay, so I have plenty of stuff to sell at this point. By the way, you cannot shift click stuff into this menu. If you do, it crashes the game, so that's why I'm not doing it. Alright. Now we have a decent amount of money, which is good. But this is also... The desert town is also known as Thieving Central. Yeah, this is why. There are like millions of NPCs that spawn right where you do. And so you can... I just got a gold bar first try. And so you could just get a bunch of money immediately. With that gold bar, I should have enough money for a while, though, so... Let's go talk to Al Salir. Actually, I should check what I have in terms of food. Alright, so our first task here is to go to the pyramid. And fight a boss. And normally, the pyramid is like parkour central. It has some pretty difficult jumps, but there's a strat that involves not doing the pyramid parkour. That's called using your wooden stairs to skip the entirety of the parkour, which is what I will be doing. Now, at this point in the run, there's literally no point in killing any more mobs. Because, like, level 15 is basically unattainable for the purpose of the speedrun. So we're going to be stuck with an iron weapon the whole run. And so there's no more reason to go out of your way to kill mobs. Unless you need money. Which, I mean, at this point, Desert Town is better for thieving than mobs. Alright. I need to save my food. Because after this, we have an actual parkour section. And guess which dirt potato decided to grab less wooden stairs than usual? Yeah, right here. All you need to do is go through this web. And just like that, we skip the entirety of the parkour in this area. We will not be so lucky for the second challenge, which is Secret Passage. For that, we will actually have to complete a decent amount of parkour. Now, this boss is trivially easy. All you need to do is get him stuck in a web. Boss can't even do anything. And bam, we're done. Just like that. Now, it is daytime, and there are no mobs. I have a little bit of extra money, so I think what I'm going to do is normally if you do this, it respawns you back here if you do respawn and biome. So I'm actually going to do respawn at city. I will talk about why I'm doing this later, but now I need to focus. If you hit like two sides of the cactus simultaneously, there's a glitch where it does like way more damage than intended. So that's why I'm like smearing myself uniformly across the cactus. Alright, since I have enough money, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go here and teleport back to Al Salir. And I actually want to see how much extra money I have, because I might be able to buy a little bit of food. Yeah, I'm gonna buy one piece of steak. Just to be ultra safe. Alright. So now we have to do Secret Passage, unfortunately. Which is arguably the hardest... No, it is the hardest section in the run. And the reason is it involves parkour. Which I am not very good at. And that's where most, if not all, of the remaining 18 wooden stairs come in. We need 1, potentially 2 for Volcano, but the rest will be used here. Also, half the redstone in this maze is wired backwards, so we only need to hit half of the switches. This way, yes. By the way, if you buy chicken from that vendor in the main town, you might think it's more efficient in terms of money, right? It's not, because that vendor sells raw chicken instead of cooked chicken. Alright. Great start. It's a good thing I have so much health. Alright, I'm not dead yet. You might be thinking, Riley, you only used 2 or 3 stairs, right? That's not that bad. And you would be right if that was the only parkour section in Secret Passage. However, you're about to see the truly evil section. No! No! Oh, I forgot about that. I was gonna say, if I mess that up on the first jump... You do not want to know where that respawns you, by the way. It respawns you at the beginning of the maze. This jump, by the way, took me like a half hour to do the first time. That is by far the worst jump in any map ever. Thankfully, we are done here. And equally thankfully, it is nighttime, so I don't even need to pay money to teleport back. I'm just gonna find a mob, probably. I got another gold bar, let's go. Alright. Now let's find a mob and take a death. Now, I'm pretty sure mobs can actually spawn in the town, but I'm not seeing any. Ah, yeah, there we go. I have 2 gold bars after all that. Alright, let's see what armor I can buy with 2 gold bars and still have a decent chunk of money left over. Do not talk to Aldor here, by the way, before doing your shopping, because Aldor just directly teleports you to the next boss. Alright, that is quite a bit. I don't need that. 8, that's way too much. Alright. That was too expensive. I shouldn't have bought that. Alright. Alright, Earth Mage. Now, generally, doing this fight deathless is not that much of a challenge. But we'll see. I am slightly worried about the amount of health that I have, but I'm intentionally not going to heal up, because if I take a death, it means I go back to Desert Town, and I get to steal from all the NPCs on my way back. And like we just said, I need extra money because I, like a dirt potato, bought a piece of armor I couldn't afford. Alright, respawn in biome. Let's hit up some of the local NPCs. That was a decent amount of stuff. Alright, let's go finish off this boss. I cannot peacefully. I would like to respawn mobs in this area, but if I do, it'll actually despawn the boss and I'll get soft locked. Alright, still 3 minutes behind. I was on hard the whole time. Well, no wonder. I took a death there. Alright, I'm actually going to attempt to kill this Vicus Wisp, rather. I don't know if that's a typo or Vicus actually means anything. Please don't kill me yet. Oh my gosh, that Wisp dropped like 5 things. All of which are very valuable. We spawn at city. Now, my weapon's durability is very concerningly low. I will need to replace it before the end of the run. I am going to take a little bit of a risk, I think, and go to Volcano right away without repairing my weapon. I made a horrible mistake. I should have set the time tonight. You can cancel an in-progress teleport, but at this point, I'm committed. Alright, and now, by the way, I'm pretty sure there's a section where the fire alarm cost me 5 minutes out of the run. So we have to find some more mobs, which is the other reason. Like, this is the final major RNG gauntlet of the run. And you'll find 4 lava zombies, 10 blazes, and 3 fire spiders. And hope that all of them drop a decent amount of money as well, since I'm running low again. Like, this run is always a struggle. You are never done farming for money. That's a normal spider. Oh, we got some blazes. Okay. And a lava zombie. Blaze rods sell for like a decent amount. Fire Wisp is one of the worst mobs in the game. I'm gonna attempt to kill it just to see if it drops anything useful, but this is objectively a bad decision because I'm wasting so much weapon durability. Okay, that Fire Wisp actually dropped a decent amount of money. Like, we're still in the danger zone, to be clear. But I needed that money. Alright, that dropped 2 rods of some sort. I don't know what they are, but I need those. Oh no, it's starting to become day. That's horrible. Because mobs, even though it's the volcano, they don't spawn during the day. So I may actually need to take an intentional death, go back to town, waste more money in the process. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. Alright, I'll kill this lava zombie, respawn at the town. set it tonight, do all the things. Alright, let's see how much money I have, first of all. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm no longer concerned about money. This run really alternates between it's so over and we are so back. And right now we are so back. Like, we are so back. I'm not even going to spend it right now because I want to save it. Minus 5.5 and die to Lakitu. Rip. Alright. I don't know how good the run is at this point. After Fire Mage, I'll have a good idea of how bad and how screwed we really are. Alright, back to the volcano. I only need fire spiders and blazes now. Okay, that's a good point. Yeah, I'm gonna get even more money here. From blaze rods and so on. So I think it's too early to say for 100% sure that we're set on money for this run and I could just buy a better piece of armor. But that's looking like what's gonna end up happening. Nice random lag spike, by the way. I don't need... There we go. How is that 1 out of 7? I haven't seen a single one until now, apparently. Because I will definitely need one more weapon replacement throughout the run. Possibly 2. I'm trying to think. I need 2 more teleports. So 2 more teleports is 200. No, 3 more. That's 300 plus a weapon replacement. Yeah, we're not completely set yet. But especially if you drop something crazy like fire remains. I did not see fire remains there, but I do have even more money now. I think that's a spider up there. Hard to say. Yeah, that is a spider. I don't know how many spiders I've killed yet. If this is the last Legend of Notch stream, what am I going to do after this? Probably either SMF or Ultimate Flash Sonic. I haven't decided between the two. Alright, we have enough spiders now. So it's just down to the blazes. Streamer, what in the blazes are you doing? I am looking for blazes and apparently not finding any. Oh, there we go. Yes, I promise I have not forgotten about SMF. I just have other stuff that I wanted to grind. 7 out of 10. I would like to not die here. 8, 9. SMF APU is kind of fun. Honestly, APU is not my category. I'm just going to be straight up. The only category I care about is glitchless. It's ironic that I say that when I'm literally the one that created APU and completed the first run of it. But I legitimately could not care less about APU. Alright, there we go. Just kill me. Yes, just kill me, but do it in a very specific area so I respawn here and not at the desert village. Please don't... Okay, good. Yeah, the way the biomes are configured are a little weird. So if you respawn in a certain spot, it can actually take you back to the desert village for whatever reason. Alright. Locate the fire dungeon near the mine. Wow, I wonder where it could possibly be. And this is where we will use 2 of our 3 remaining stairs. And it's also where we will fight a mini-boss. I did set it to peaceful. I'm very aware of that fact. I need to reset it to easy. Otherwise, it will actually despawn the boss and softlock the game. Yeah, if you attempt to spawn any boss in this game on easy, it softlocks the game. This game is notorious for the amount of softlocks that are involved. This is probably the hardest parkour jump that we actually do in the entire run, was that one. But then here you cheese it with a stair, and then there's no more parkour. Boom. Alright. Yeah, now we have enough, like, now I'm not concerned about money anymore. 7 blaze rods and 1, whatever that rod is more than enough. It's a good thing I have a spare weapon here. Alright. Head back to Aldor. Well, there's one quick way to do that and one slow way to do that. Alright. Need to free up some space in my inventory. My inventory is a mess. Alright. How much money am I gonna have here? Okay, ridiculous amount. Or, in other words, I can afford the second best chest plate in the entire game. Honestly, that was probably a stupid decision. That was very probably a stupid decision by me. Because again, I need to replace my weapon probably after the 10 zombie fight. And I have 2 more teleports in the run. So that's like, what, 475-ish? Wait, it's still night. Oh, it's still night. Oh, we got this in the bag. We're gonna lose a ton of time on this split, though. But we might actually be able to finish a run. For once. That would be sick if we could finish a run. I don't even care about PB, I just want to finish a run. Two rods, that's very good. I don't think that's going to be quite enough money for the rest of the run. And I don't remember how much money the zombies in Dark Forest drop. But we'll see. I didn't bring enough health potions! What an idiot! And now I'm just going to die. Okay, this is by far the hardest boss in the entire game. Like, even with the health potions, I'm probably gonna die a decent amount. I picked a random button on my keyboard there and it worked, and it was the correct one for the potion. Okay, that time I knew which one was correct. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please don't freaking kill me. It's gonna be so close. Yes! Deathless Fire Mage. And we're green. That is a big deal. And I was also able to collect some money in that process, which is very good. Alright, Aldor. So it turns out the 4 mages that we defeated so far were not the only ones involved in kidnapping the king. There is a 5th mage, the Darkness Mage, that we also need to worry about. And this section in the run involves a lot of running. See, chat, when they talk about speed running, you're about to see exactly what they mean. And I have no food on me, by the way, except for that one bowl. So now we need to run all the way from the desert village. Please give me some food. I know I'm wasting my 30-second lead. I shouldn't be doing this. We need to run all the way from here, all the way to Dark Forest. Because there's no teleporter there. That's not going to be enough. We still have way too much running to go. So I still need 100 coins. And I believe that is... I might need another weapon replacement. It's hard to say. Yeah, I need at minimum 100 more coins to be set with the run. No flesh? Come on. Thank you. I should have farmed a bit more. No, wait, because we have the 10 zombie fight coming up. So I'm going to farm a decent amount of rotten flesh there. Don't eat that right away, because that gives you food poisoning. Hunger. I don't want to be hungry. Alright, welcome to Dark Forest, the final biome of the run. And as of now, I'm officially out of food, which is pretty much perfect timing. All right. Alright. I'm actually gonna use the peaceful trick right away. And I am out of food again. But this time it's fine, because ideally, optimally, we should take an intentional death right here. Whether that actually happens, we need to find mobs that are willing to make me take an intentional death. And so far, it's not looking good. Fall damage is too slow is the issue. You actually regen health faster than you can take fall damage, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that is one of the suggestions, so thanks for the suggestion, Bling. This is so slow. Zombies, please! This is supposed to be a zombie central. I heard one. There, zombie ranger. There we go. Alright, my PB ran all the way, so I think we're not losing that much time, but yeah. Alright, rescue Frank's son. So now we have the 10 zombie fight. Pig? A pig? Thank you. So this fight is better known as the durability killer, and I really hope I'll be able to do it with one weapon. If I can do this with one weapon, then that is a very good sign, and that means I likely will only need 100 more money for the remainder of the run. If I cannot do it, then I will need to spend 275 more on a new weapon. And I do want to use the lava axe as much as I can to drain mobs' health. And to save on weapon durability. Oh, I'm cornered. That's not good. Alright, they're starting to die off. So it looks like, yep. I'm not gonna have enough weapon durability. That's not fine, but I can make that work, because the distance between the 10 zombie fight and town is so small. Welcome back, Korok. You joined at a time where the run is ahead, but he is critically in danger of not being ahead anymore. Alright. So very soon... Oh, we have an iron ingot. That's really good. I could sell that. I mean, wait, how did I get 550 money? Alright, we're set on money for the rest of the run, I can tell you that much. Alright, things are suddenly looking up. I'm now cautiously optimistic about my chances. If I'm out of Dark Forest, there's a good chance this run will PB. That's a big if, though, so... Well, let's hope for the best. That was a stupid decision. I should not have raised my health then, because I need to drown relatively soon. Or take an intentional death otherwise. Alright, so now the final thing that we need to do here is go complete a murder mystery. We do have the Sir Ernest fight there, but it's like the easiest fight of all time. It's like you're fighting this random dude without armor who's punch. We're Enderman. I need Ender Pearl. Come on. Oh, it dropped. It dropped. It dropped. It dropped. That Ender Pearl saves so much time. You'll see why later. But yeah, that Ender Pearl is a big deal. Have I decided on what to speedrun after Legend of Notch? Not yet. It'll be either SMF or Ultimate Flash Sonic. I do want to come back to Zero Escape full series 100%, but that'll be for another time. Because that's not something where I could just grind it out every week. Until I get it. Alright, Sir Ernest. Where is Sir Ernest? Oh, the butler is lying to me. Sir Ernest is actually home. Well, we need to find a key to find the room that Sir Ernest is in. I wonder where that key could possibly be. JK, I already know it's always this chest. What version of Minecraft is this on? Minecraft 1.2.5. There we go. All right. There. And now we need to take an intentional death. To respawn back at the main town. I'm not seeing any mobs. Yeah, this mod is like 12 years old, I think. If I'm doing the math correctly. Alright, we need to just drown, I think. I'm not seeing any mobs. Fine. Let's use this conveniently placed water fountain. Alright, so now, after fighting all 4 of these elemental mages that have kidnapped the king in order to summon Herobrine, we're about to fight the 5th one, the Darkness Mage. Is this Minecraft? Honestly, same. So, yeah, we gotta go back to Aldor, and we gotta figure out where the Darkness Mage is. And before I talk to Aldor, Aldor will actually teleport me into the Darkness Mage fight. So, I'm gonna do a little bit of shopping. I cannot sell the lost soul. Imagine selling someone's soul, literally. Ugh, I don't have enough. Alright, fine. Alright. Aldor, where is the Darkness Mage? No way! Chat? You cannot right-click armor in this version to put it on. That's how old it is. Huge plot twist! It turns out the king is the Darkness Mage. So now we must kill the king. Oh, I think we're going to be just barely behind. I think it's actually going to come down to the Herobrine fight. I think it's going to come down to the Herobrine fight. Alright, chat. That's right. We were not in time. Herobrine has been summoned. We must fight Herobrine to the death. And I would like to apologize to any viewers that really don't enjoy watching the game with this UI on. Myself included in that number, apparently. Yeah, it's all gonna come down to the Herobrine fight. Jeez, I can't speak. This UI makes it so hard to see if you're sprint jumping correctly. Alright, so at this point, I'm like reasonably confident that the run can be completed. Like, I've not soft locked on Herobrine before. To be clear, that doesn't mean it can't happen. I probably just jinxed myself by saying that. But like, all of the major pain points of the run are now behind us. Another Enderman. Actually, I would absolutely take a second Ender Pearl. You're gonna have to catch me first, though. I really hope that Enderman is still following me. Why does time move so fast? Herobrine video game logic. Okay, let's not die here, though. That'd be very bad. Okay, I guess we're not getting any more Ender Pearls. We're almost there, though. The Statue of Notch, who has not been mentioned the whole mod so far. Alright, chat. It all comes down to this, the final battle. There's so many Endermen. Let me just make sure I'm on E. That was almost bad. Oh my gosh, that was almost bad. I almost soft locked myself by peacefuling it right when Herobrine spawned. That would have been a new one. Yeah, so Herobrine's phase 1 is ridiculous, and yeah. After this, Herobrine calms down significantly, though, and the fight becomes possible. Good thing I have a spare weapon, my gosh! Where'd he go? I think this is not going to be a PB. All the mobs here are one-shot kills, so I'm not that concerned. Apart from the zombies. The zombies are scary. At this point, a death costs so little time that it's not worth using health potions. And I don't have any left anyway. And by the way, knocking Herobrine out onto the void will not help. Alright, phase 2. Herobrine is larger, not half health, and literally nothing else changes. Die, you stupid human? Yeah, I obeyed your command. Now please give me a PB. I swear, if my second weapon breaks, that would be literally the last point where the run can die. Oh, it's gonna be real close. I think there's a PB. My weapon is not happy with me right now. It's gonna be really close, actually. It's gonna be way closer than I thought it was gonna be. Where'd he go? No! I think that killed it. I think PB is dead now because of that. Time! Let's go! New PB! New PB by 7 seconds. I'm so freaking done with this category. I don't even care that it wasn't sub 130. I don't even care. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm finally done. Screw this game. This game is horrible. I've been playing this game for like a full month, and this is the first time I managed to finish a run. That's how brutal this run is. That is the most well-deserved credit sequence of my entire speedrunning career. All I had to do was say that today was going to be the last run of the last time I play this category, apparently. I still need to get sub 130 at some point. Like, my run with that fire alarm would have been faster if it didn't get a fire alarm compared to this run. But whatever, like, I don't even care. I'm going ham? True. Stranger! You could defeat Herobrine. This is impossible. Just don't get defeated by the zombie, okay? This power, the last time I saw this was 237 years ago. You must be the reincarnation of the hero that saved me that time. You, sir, you'll be a legend. Thank you for saving me. Please come and visit me at the castle in the city. Finally, I can rule again peacefully over the world of Minecraftia. You may have completed this story, but there are lots of things to do for you. That's not true. This mod is in beta and they never built those things. For example, you can visit the arena south of the harbor in the main city to fight some champions to gain great prices. You cannot do that. It was never built, unfortunately. Or gain reputation by completing tests for different people. Again, you can't do that. Since this mod is still in beta, there aren't so much things to do now, but this will change in future versions. By the way, the mod never made it out of beta, unfortunately. That's right, it is the legend of me. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna call it here. Can I raid someone? I don't think so. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. It means a lot to me. To everyone who stuck by me on the millions and millions of resets and soft locks that this run has generated. We will be back next time with stuff that is significantly less annoying to grind. See ya. Bye.